Darwin Nunez, listen, they tell me I have an agenda. They tell me, maybe I dislike him or something. I don't dislike him. I don't have an agenda with him. But that miss was just a horrible miss. Robbed Trent of one of the most beautiful assists all year long. That was an unbelievable pass. Like, he should be putting that in the back of the net. And I always say, like, to the Liverpool fans, if it was like maybe like a Timo Werner who did it for Chelsea or someone like that, we'd all be laughing. So when it's us, we have to keep the same energy and go like, he has to put it in the back of the net. So we cannot make up excuses. Someone will come tell me he doesn't speak the language. Him doesn't speak the language has nothing to do with him putting it in the back of the net from 3 yards. So that's the thing. But it's an important win. Regardless, Klopp came out in an interview, said that this is probably the system that we'll use going forward. So it's good because now many players do get more experience of playing this style, playing this system, the whole inverted stuff, blah, blah, blah. I think Salah is getting into a different, sort of element of his game where he's kind of showing off his creativity a bit more. I thought from a dribbling perspective, from a creative perspective, it was very good today. Clean sheet as well, important. And now we just sit back. Tomorrow, Hussam was born in London, because tomorrow I am an Arsenal fan and I'm a West Ham fan. I need Arsenal to beat Newcastle and I need West Ham to beat Man United. I don't believe deep down that it's going to be either team, Newcastle or Man United, again mess up, but we will be there. In the words of Pep Guardiola, we will be there. So if any of you do mess up, we will be there. That's what matters.
Mate, listen, in terms of what you said about the game, I agree with. I think that I do think your front line, there's some problems in the midfield, but that's going to be addressed in the summer. The front line, as you say, I look at Gakpo and I look at Darwin, and there's some quality in there. There's no doubt, but it's not even the finishing, the miss you mentioned, yes, but it's just sometimes like the build-up play. I don't want to say it reminds me of Lukaku, but I want to use him as an example at Man United. Sometimes he'd get the ball, and because of his lack of speed in the turn, or he had to take an extra touch, it just gives defenses a time to settle a little bit more, to get back into shape. There was always such a speed in your old front three, and they just need to get better, as you say, at doing that. However, you do look more dangerous now in this new system. Of course, Trent, there is a super chat here, which made me laugh a little bit. It says Liverpool copied City's tactics and become a better team. Look, I think it's just, but we had this conversation a few years ago. The marauding fullback was a role in the team that everybody was using. It was working well, but as I said at the time, it was never gonna stay forever, because teams change their tactics, and then the marauding fullbacks become a role that then get nullified in games. You have to utilize people elsewhere, and it's taken Klopp probably longer this season than you all would have expected. But the way you're now operating with him in that kind of midfield playmaker role, it's just changing your ability to create and play through the midfield, as far as I can see.
It is. It's definitely changing it for us, Trent. I think him being like, because here's the thing: Trent's best ability is probably his passing ability. That's what I think separates him from others who play the similar position. His passing ability is definitely above and beyond maybe everyone else in that position specifically. So his passing ability, his creativity, like that pass that he played for Darwin, that we spoke on, that he should have scored. When you look around the league, maybe in the entire league, there's maybe 3-4 people who can play that pass. So like that's a special talent. That requires to play that. And from Gakpo and I think Gakpo is a part of our strongest front three. I think our strongest front three is probably Gakpo, Diaz, and Salah, or Gakpo, Jota, and Salah. I think that's probably our strongest front three. As when it comes to Darwin, look, man, 64 million pounds, we paid that. He must deliver. He must score. He must put the ball in the back of the net. Chances like that, we can't afford him missing those chances. That's the issue. Like, the chances must be put in the back of the net, because when someone creates you a chance that easy, you must score it. There's no excuses for me to not score it. I thought Gakpo, the second one, the one where Jota slammed it at him, I think that maybe you can't blame him for it, but the second one, where the ball was just played into him and it was kind of a half volley situation, that one I think he probably should have done better. And look, overall they're playing well. Like, they're linking up play okay, they're passing the ball well, Gakpo and Jota, that is. But in front of goal, they should be doing better. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net at the end of the day.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I saw you shaking your head a few times in that, Zane. You disagree about the Darwin comment today that he wasn't.
Yeah, I think he Sam just don't understand football really. I know he's going to get his head shaved because obviously he got the thing wrong about Jude Bellingham, so that shows what his opinions are like anyway. But what I don't understand with people is that strikers go through moments of form and stuff like that, right? Where literally there's times where a quality striker can't score for whatever reason because they're in a bad running form. Now, if you look at what happened at Benfica, the first season there, he's probably doing similar kind of numbers and the fans were impressed. But then the second season, he went up and he absolutely did his job, right? So I think what you're discounting with Nunez is that, again, you're discounting Klopp and the analyst team in buying him in the first place. If all I'm going to say, right, is that I'm confident that next season he's going to start hitting his form and really do some goals, right? And what's going to make me laugh is, and this is what I want the chat to remember, is we got all these commentators say all this stuff and then suddenly they jump on a bandwagon. So I don't want to hear you next year sucking him off, because that's what's going to happen. Because from my point of view, you've seen what's happened at Benfica, where first season getting involved, didn't do that well, but then second season started flying, hence why we bought him. He's come to England. You discount the fact that a new culture, new language and all that kind of stuff, he can probably doesn't really understand the instructions that have been given to him and what he's supposed to be doing. He's taken English courses to get up to speed. So give the brother time. Back your players, bro, because I know you're looking for Klopp to be sacked earlier in the season. I just think either you're a fan and actually give people the benefit of that, because when you start a new job, are you going to be on it from the start? No, it takes time to get understand the culture, understand the systems and processes. So I think you need to slow down a bit and actually back him a bit, because from what you're saying, you're discounting people with more intelligence and football IQ than you, bro. Do you know what I mean? The people who actually are paid as full-time analysts and all that. And be honest, what's their track record? I know some of the directors of the football directors gone now, but you cannot say that the analyst team within Liverpool have done a pretty good job. Look at Jota. Do you know what I mean? So, as an example, someone that everyone discounted, you've got Salah, Mane, all these other players. I'm not going to go into because it's obvious now. But do you understand where I'm coming from, Sam? Why I'm shaking my head? Because I think you've got to give the benefit of that to the experts, and they have proved over the past 4 or 5 years that actually they're pretty good. Look at Konate. He bullied Tony today. Bullied him.
I get that.
Are you done? First of all, because I didn't interrupt you once.
Yeah. Let's get
First
Sam's
of all,
response to what you said.
go get me the clip where I asked for Klopp to get sacked, and I'll delete my channel right now. Go get me that clip, because I never asked for Klopp to get sacked. I'm actually what they call KDL, which is Klopp Defense League. I get pressured from rival fans. I get pressured from rival fans to ask to get sacked. Second of all, I don't suck anyone else off. I leave that for you and for other people. I'm straight. Third of all, when it comes to Darwin Nunez, nothing that you said debunks what I said. You start your statement with, Hussam just don't know ball, bruv. And then you come on the screen and you just waffle for 5 minutes. Nothing that you said debunks what I said. I said Darwin Nunez should have scored that chance. You come up here and then you say Hussam just don't know ball, because the same thing happened first season in Benfica. Darwin Nunez now has the second most big chances missed in the English Premier League. 20 big chances missed. 6 behind Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland has, 30 more goals than Darwin Nunez. I know Darwin Nunez doesn't start often, but that's even more damning, because even with him not starting often or not getting enough minutes, he still has that many big chances missed. Also, the reason why I already mentioned the language when I came up here, because I know the dumbass excuses that people make. Him not being able to speak English or understand instructions has nothing to do with him putting the ball in the back of the net from 5 yards out. Today, all I said was, I came up here and I said Nunez should have scored that chance. So when you say I'm waffling, or when you say I don't understand the ball, you must debunk that. Your debunk must be, no, he shouldn't have scored that chance because of so-and-so. But you didn't debunk anything I said. You just came up here and you're just being a clown. As per
But what I'd say to you, again, you're discounting. The point I'm saying is his first season, looking at what he's done at other clubs, is typically not that good. Right? You've totally disregarded the whole point I'm saying that. You've disregarded the fact that he actually got in that position to take the chance in the first place, because a lot of lesser strikers probably wouldn't even got close to that. So
But
I
who
think,
disregarded that?
well, you're just saying he just missed a chance.
All I said is he
you didn't give him
scored.
credit for the fact that he actually is getting in positions to get opportunities. And that's the thing that I want to get across to you, is that the fact that he's getting in positions to have chances, whether he misses them or not, that you're discounting that ability, because a lot of strikers don't even get chances or make chances or get involved in chances, right? The fact that he's doing the what you consider the easy bit wrong at the moment, yeah, fair play. He is fluffing his lines, right? But the fact that you don't understand is the difference between a quality striker and a shit striker is they don't even make any chance or get any chance in the first place. And that's my problem. Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question, though? Again, I'm just going to play devil's advocate.
Of course,
here.
yeah.
I didn't hear Hussam at any point say, sell him, he's crap, he does nothing. He's literally just said he's got to score those chances. And this is where I think you're doing a bit of a top red here. You're doing a little bit of a communist Merseyside around, do not criticize a player just because he's doing badly. You should be criticizing these players. By the way, he speaks Portuguese. There's multiple Portuguese speakers in that dressing room. Like, Jota speaks English and Portuguese. I do not believe he missed that chance today because Klopp's German and he speaks Portuguese and he didn't understand what finish the chance means. That, for me, is a madness, bruv. Like, legitimately, you don't need to speak English to score goals.
Right.
You don't
Carlos
need...
Tevez didn't speak a word of
No,
English.
Terry,
He won
can I
the
just
Golden Boot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He won the Golden Boot. He don't even speak
okay.
English to begin with.
All I'm gonna say is that basically
Zayn, listen,
no, hold on. Let me conclude this, and then you can talk.
Do you have a problem? Zayn, there's a genuine problem with you. You come up here and you say shit and you just expect people won't respond and you think like, oh, there is, like, you said something. Once again, what did you say that debunks what I said? Should he have scored today? Yes or no? Can I just have a yes or no? Should
yes, of course. But what the point I'm trying to make? Okay, can I make my final point?
1 second. So all I did was I came up here and I gave a fair analysis of the game. I didn't say fuck Nunez, sell him, he's crap, he's shit. All I said was he should have scored today's chance. And you agree with me, yet you say, oh, Hussam don't know ball, bruv. Like, it just, like, why do you love waffling for no reason?
Okay, all right. So the point I'm trying to make is, when you got a new player, give them the benefit of doubt. Like Man United have given Anthony a hell of a benefit of doubt this season, even though Nunez has got better numbers, right? I'm just saying, I just think second season onwards, yeah, you got to be critical. But I just think for now, ultimately, yeah, people are going to miss chances. It's one of those where I just think you have been negative about Nunez during the season. You have. You are surprised.
But hang on, let me just interject. Sorry, I'll go to you in a second, Rack. I'm giving Anthony time at Man United, but that doesn't mean I haven't criticised his poor performances. Both those things can exist at exactly the same time. You saying that Darwin, I don't know what's the worst excuse I've ever heard. Arsenal losing to Watford because it's raining, or Darwin Nunez missed an open goal because he doesn't speak English. I actually don't know which of those two comparisons is the most...
Again, Terry, you're making it a bit too basic. No, sorry, Terry, on that, I said the culture, the language, fitting into new league.
That doesn't make you...
I gave an example of Benfica as well. So again, you're getting it too simplistic.
No, you know what okay. Do you know what I would say to you is this? The culture and settling in England, I think that damages your overall game. You're saying his overall game is pretty good. He's just got to improve on the finishing. He could live here 10 years and speak English as well as the King of England. He can speak the King's English. That isn't going to make him a better finisher. That's about his confidence. That's about him developing as a footballer. But say to Liverpool fans, you can't complain, you can't critique on those misses because you're not giving him the benefit of the doubt. When Hussam hasn't said at any single moment, get him out the club, he's crap, he isn't worth it. That's a madness to me. You almost agree with Hussam, but I think you're just trying to ride out for no reason on him. But I hear you.
Sorry, Terry. For no reason. Also, by the way, you know one statement. There's one big red flag statement he made that no one said boo when he said, he's like, oh, he's doing the easy job. He's doing the hard job and not doing the easy. No, actually, the hardest job is putting the ball in the back of the net. That's the harder job. The easy part is the running in. You know who runs in behind? Timo Werner. You know who runs in behind? 3/4 of the players in the world who have a bit of pace about them. So putting the ball in the back of the net is the hard part. You know, I'm gonna head off now. Terry knows this because I have to go do match reaction shit. But Zayn, please, like, if me and you are on a match reaction, just know, like, don't come for me like this and think I'm not gonna say some shit back. Like, don't, like,
Look,
I'm not a gal.
that's the thing.
You know, I'm
taking it
always gonna
personal,
say
bro.
some shit back. You just come up here and waffle all the time.
Hold
You remind me of
on
that
a minute.
dream.
Son,
Have you
know
ever
what?
had a dream where that
No,
kid
no,
just
no,
doesn't
no.
know
I'm
what
not
the
going
fuck
to
he's saying?
tolerate this
This
nonsense.
guy agrees with me, and then he's
what
trying
did you
to,
say
like,
last
oh,
season?
I don't know ball.
You're going to win the quad. You're going to win the league. And I was consistent saying we're not going to win the league, bro. So let's get the facts straight.
You should
talk
back
a big
the
game,
team, no?
but actually your
You should
shit
back
doesn't
the
actually
team,
come
no?
to fruition.
You just accused me of not backing the team.
You
should
should
back
shit,
the
bro.
team.
What did you say last season? Quad this, we're going to win the
I
title.
never said
And I was saying
quad.
consistently we're
I
not
never
going to
said
win, bro.
quad. Once
So
again,
shut
backing the
up
team.
about your nonsense because your talk doesn't
That's
come
not,
to
I never said quad.
I
That's a
talk,
lie again.
And my shit comes right. I said we're not going to win the league last season consistently, and you were like quad.
I
What
never
happened?
said
bro?
quad.
You
That's a
got
lie.
rinsed by social media. in the
I
summer,
never said.
bro.
I
That's
never
why
said
you
quad.
Take your head off. You're
I
going to
never
shake
said
your
Hang
head
on,
off.
Zane,
You were
Zane,
picking up
Zane,
about.
Zane,
never said
Zane, I'm going to mute you for a second. A minute ago, Zane, you had a go at Hassan for not backing the team.
For not backing the
Now
squad. Thank you.
Now you're slagging him off for backing them last year. Which is the right thing to do? To back the team or not?
He's just confused. Like, how are you confused?
So last year, I was hella confused why all these so-called football experts of Liverpool thought we were going to win the title when I said Man City are going to win it. I was hella confused. With our midfield being that shit, I was confused, bro. But I gave him the respect for, you know what? You do your thing, bruv. And then what happened? What happened, Hussam? Did we win the league?
Did you not just say
Why?
back your
Because
player?
I'm midfield. Why? Oh, funny that. You're quiet now, isn't it?
Why are you pivoting to a totally different argument?
I'm never Rax.
Zane, why are you pivoting to a totally
go.
different argument?
One second, Rax.
Example of the fact
Rax, give me a second. You just said back your team. And now you're telling me why did you back the team last season? That's the funny part. And when you speak on midfield, you know I'm the last person to speak on when it comes to midfield because Terry knows I've fought my own fan base on this whole midfield thing.
So
Rax can testify, Mo Inter can testify, Samuel knows, Terry knows. I was one of the people who said to midfield. Now, before I go, I just want to say, Zayn, this is you for the last 15 minutes.
Have you ever had a dream that?
Oh yeah. Whatever, bro. You go with your cheat gimmicks, bro.
You could do so.
This is you. Next time you come for me, don't miss, brother, because you missed like Darwin today.
So when you got your ball head, bro, when you got your ball head, because you said Jude Bellingham was going to come, I'm looking forward to your ball head, bro.
He's had to shoot now. He's had to shoot. Listen,